Nicki don't need to worry
A
about
lot of
Don.
this.
She need to be with damn Don Lennon. Nicki Minaj need to be what about Chris Hansen? That's what she need.
Yesterday, U.S. Weekly broke the news that Nicki Minaj's house is at risk of being seized due to a lawsuit.
Under Trump's rules, she should be deported because I don't think, reportedly, that she is a legal citizen here. She is undocumented.
Nicki Minaj really wakes up every day and somehow finds a new way to embarrass herself, because every time it seems like things can't get worse, they do. After that awkward moment at Amfest with Erica Kirk, she clearly thought she was about to drag Don Lemon, but once again, she ended up playing herself. The real talk that leaked right after made it obvious that this situation was never really about Don Lemon at all. This is about money, allegedly. People close to the situation say Nicki has been spiraling and lashing out at everyone because the checks are not coming in like they used to. A major reason behind that is her decision to marry and stand 10 toes down behind a registered offender, a choice that continues to follow her both publicly and financially. Matter of fact, Nicki almost lost her house over a lawsuit connected directly to her husband, Kenneth Petty. She barely managed to keep her Hidden Hills mansion and had to pay around $500,000 just to save it. Instead of treating that as a serious warning sign, she stayed online doing the most, which is why DL Huey felt the need to step in and say something. He made it clear she has way bigger problems to worry about than Don Lemon, especially when her husband, who has strict legal limitations, is allegedly draining the money she spent her entire career building. Some of Nicki's fans tried to call that settlement a win just because she didn't lose the house. But imagine being forced to hand over $500,000 because your spouse cannot handle his own legal issues. Kenneth does the crime, and Nicki pays the cost. And that is a tough look. Now people are raising eyebrows at her teaming up with Erica Kirk and allegedly dipping into MAGA-adjacent spaces, possibly to help cover financial damage tied to her husband's situation. It is messy, and it feels desperate. Watching someone with Nicki's level of success fumble her legacy like this is honestly sad. DL Huey has said she deserves no sympathy because these were her choices, and she chose to align herself with people who protect offenders. But before getting deeper into that, here is how this house situation even started. Back in 2024, Nicki was hit with a default judgment for roughly $500,000 related to a lawsuit involving Kenneth Petty. The case traces back to a 2019 incident in Germany while Nicki was on tour. Reports say Nicki had an altercation with a female security guard, and when another guard stepped in to break it up, Kenneth became involved. According to the lawsuit, the male security guard, Thomas Weidenmuller, tried to de-escalate the situation, but things quickly escalated. Thomas alleges that Nicki told Kenneth to handle it, and Kenneth allegedly struck him from the side, resulting in a broken jaw. The lawsuit named both Nicki and Kenneth, but neither responded, and they left Germany after authorities issued a warrant. Because they failed to respond, the court ruled against them automatically. Even after the judgment was entered, the money still was not paid. The security guard later asked the court to enforce the judgment, including requesting that Nicki's Hidden Hills home be sold to cover the debt, and the judge was reportedly considering it due to the available equity. To satisfy the judgment, the court was preparing to move forward with a forced sale. But just one day before that process could officially begin, Nicki suddenly came up with the money and paid the full $500,000, stopping the house from being sold. So no, this was not some big win for Nicki. Yes, the house stayed hers, but scrambling at the very last second to save it is still embarrassing, especially when the bill was not even for something she personally.
So you can see the protesters here have gathered over here. They're in the middle of the church. During the beginning of the church service, the pastor was speaking, and Nikema stood up and said her piece, and then the protesters surrounded her. But this is a clandestine mission. I think they found out according to them, this is according to Operation Pull-Up, that one of the pastors here is a member of ICE. And so